The men of this country have to realize that we are legitimately being ruled over by psychopathic pedophiles who are willing to lie, cheat, rape, kill, steal, fucking everything from us for their own benefit. That has to be rejected at mass, because if it's not, civilization will crumble. Nothing will matter. If we can't stand up together as men against these horrific crimes against children and women, then who the fuck are we? And what are we? We are a bunch of weak. We're just as complicit as them if we don't. So all of this shit, this left-right shit, this fucking black-white shit, this gay-straight shit, this I love Trump or I hate Trump shit, doesn't fucking matter. Here's what matters. Are you a good human that stands against this shit, or are you not? And most of the men in this country, I believe, are. And they need to wake the fuck up. They need to start working together, and we need to put massive fucking political pressure on these people to do the right thing. And if they don't, then we have to be prepared to do whatever is required to make that happen. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the only motherfucker out here that is unwilling to live in a country where our leaders are involved in this kind of shit.
Welcome to the JJ Carrell Show. There's Andy Frizella. Yeah. If we don't get what we need from
the men of this country,
from these disgusting politicians, well, then we're going to take over. And you're not going to want that. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to want that. You're not going to want it. This is no longer a right versus left, Democrat versus Republican. This is God versus Satan. You can call it good versus evil. You can call it anything you want. This is God versus Satan. If you don't think Satan is prowling the earth, he's not tiptoeing. He's not walking anymore. He's not whispering. He's not doing any of that shit anymore. He is prowling. This is yesterday, the Super Bowl. So we're going to see satanic stuff. If you watch Super Bowl, they flaunt it. They have a compulsion to show us exactly what they're doing, to tell us exactly what they're doing, because they're powerful and we're nothing. I have been asked this question, gosh, it seems like forever now. Well, what's a civil war going to look like? What is it going to look like? And I come to the conclusion, it just dawned on me, and maybe I'm behind the game, right? And I know there's times where, hey man, I'm behind the curve. Other times they're like, hey man, I think I'm ahead of the curve. I don't know where I am in this conversation, but what I do know is that it's not going to be, or I don't believe it's going to be, a civil war. Well, then what is it going to be? It's going to be a revolution. And I don't think that's semantics. I think there's a very difference between a civil war and a revolution. Revolutions look just like civil wars in the sense of violence and destruction and depravity, sometimes more so. Because what has happened in history, and it's going to happen again now, there is no grievance, a recourse for our grievance. None. Zero. We put in, and I'm going to show you video after video today of men. The American men has to rise up. They have to get to the point where they're like, fuck it. You jackasses will not do it. We voted. We played your game. We voted. We sued. We tried to legislate. We tried to do everything. We screamed and yelled and did. We tried to be kind and kind of beg for you to do it. You didn't do anything. You just ignored us. So guess what? Just like Andy said there, Mr. Frizella said, well, we're going to take care of ourselves. And whenever that gets to that point that we're going to take care of ourselves, that's a revolution, and it never ends well. It's complete destruction. It's pain, violence, and a suffering that you can't imagine. Because men like him and men like me, we're physically strong, we're emotionally strong, we're spiritually strong, and we're intellectually strong. And then we become ultraviolet. Do I want this? No, I don't want this. I just came back from taking my son from the skate park. It's a beautiful sunny day. That's the world I want to live in. I'm going to have dinner with my wife and my son later tonight and talk about life. That's what I want. But you won't allow me to have it. You won't allow me to eat my dinner in peace with my son and my wife because my son's life is changing because of all the LGBTQ crap getting jammed down his throat and all of his friends. I can't just let my son go wander out and go see things as I used to do because the world is all broken and evil. I can't just let my wife go downtown to say Kansas City or Wichita or go to in San Diego, just walk around because we have crime that's rampant because we have allowed this cesspool of morality to like a cancer spread across America. So you now force me and men like me onto the battlefield. You don't want men like me on the battlefield. You don't want it. Who's going to win this war, this revolution? Me? Guys like Andy Frisella? Guys, I'm going to show you on this video, on this episode today, my friends and my colleagues, American men, real American men. Who do you think is going to win that battlefield? Us that are physically strong, pissed off, angry, resentful. We're more resentful than anything that you forced us to kill our life. And now we're going to have to engage in a war against you. And who's going to win? Us or you jackasses with the long ponytails that you think you need a tampon because you're menstruating as a man? Or you're the woman. You chopped your breast off and now you think you're a dude. And you can come in the battlefield and fight me. Who's going to be your leader? Chuck Schumer? Biden? Oh, you can bring someone younger in like Gavin Newsom, that little queer. He's going to come in and help you? Oh, really? That's going to lead you into battle with men like me? We'll crush you. We're this close. You don't even know it. You're so arrogant and narcissistic. You have been winning for so long because men like me and Americans have bent a knee to you. I never bent the knee, but I'm saying in general, we bent the knee. We didn't get here overnight. It took a long time. But you are so arrogant, so narcissistic, you actually think, you morons, you impotent gay little fairies, you think you're going to win this war. We're going to crush you, and it's going to be so fast, and it's going to be so painful and violent, you won't even believe it. You won't even know what's happened. You will be dead, or you'll be running to the far corners of the earth with all your sexually perverse, narcissistic, evil demons. You'll be running. I'm angry. I'm more angry today than normal. Because I have to go through this, right? And I have to, not that I give two shits what people write on the or DMs, but you just don't understand. Maybe that's the point that's making me so frustrated. Is what more do you need, America? What more do you need to understand that you are being assaulted from all fronts? Do you need the other 3 million documents from Epstein file? We're just trying to sift through 3 million. Do you know how many 3 million of, let's see, I have the book, 3 millions of these books, 3 million books just to sift through. We get upset when we come back from a long weekend or a holiday or vacation, go into our inbox at work, and there's like 150 emails, and we have to slug through them. It's going to take about a day and a half. Really? Think about trying to go through 3 million emails, photos, videos of sickness, perversion. You have 3 million more coming. You have 6 million total. You don't even know what the real total is. We don't know what actually they've scrubbed and hidden. They're just giving us what they think that we can digest. That's the big picture, okay? They're giving us what we think we can digest. They're not giving all of it. If they would give it all of, they turn over everything that they're doing. They would show us all the videos of them killing the children, eating the children, taking their adrenochrome, sexually raping them. They would show it all. This, I believe, may be the catalyst to this bringing together the American man, and then we go and destroy everyone. Because this is how I'm a big believer in Americans think in the present time. They don't think of the future, and they don't think of the past. They think that this is always how it's been. They never play the game of, let's see if this plays out. What is step 5, 6, 7, 8? What does it look like in 6 months, a year, 5 years? If this continues, and there's nothing saying that this is going to be stopped. Like nothing. There's no one. Donald Trump's not going to stop this. This was a hoax. Remember a month ago, Epstein's was a hoax. This fucking shit for 3 million fucking emails and 3 more fucking emails to come. This is a hoax. This is a guy we fought for. For now, it's been what, 10 years now? It's almost been 10 years of fighting for this man. And he tells us that this is a hoax. Really? So the 3 million emails that your DOJ just released is, what is it, a fairy? It's a fairy tale? Pixie dust? What's the 3 million more? Is that a hoax too? Is it a hoax, sir? Yes or no? There's nothing showing me, convincing me that anything's going to change. So nothing's going to change. Pedophiles are going to continue to be pedophiles. Corrupt politicians continue to be corrupt. Israel's continue to basically put their hand up our skirt and tell us what to do as a puppet. We're their puppet. It's going to continue. Politicians can continue to make hundreds of millions of dollars, and we're going to continue to struggle. We're going to continue to have censorship. They're going to continue to rape people and rape children, kill children. And if you think this is going to go down the road and everything's going to be the same and nothing's going to happen, you're a fool. Eventually. And I don't know if it's 6 months, a year, 10 years, it's going to explode. Because this is a pressure cooker with no release. If President Trump and DOJ were real president and a real DOJ, then we would be arresting thousands upon thousands of these pedophiles on all. I don't care if it tears the system down. I don't care if you got to do a closed door session of Congress and then start arresting everyone on the spot. But there will be hundreds, if not thousands, of arrests. And guess what that would do? That would bring the temperature down. The pressure cooker would start to simmer. It's not simmering. It's just boiling and boiling and boiling, and you won't do anything. You won't turn the temperature down. You'll do nothing to release the steam. You'll do nothing to release the pressure, and it's going to explode. Let me give you what I think is going to happen. There are many, many things that could happen. Okay. So I'm not saying that I'm looking into a crystal ball and say absolutely this will happen, but this is a scenario I think will happen. In the very near future, there's going to be a man. He is going to be married. He is going to have children. And he is going to be young and vibrant and powerful, like physically powerful, muscular, like he works out. You could tell he works out. He is going to be articulate and passionate. He is not going to be an elite, a wealthy man, but he is going to be a man that has been successful. And somebody's going to reach out and they're going to touch his daughter or their son, and they're going to rape his daughter or his son. And he is going to just come out of his skin, and he is going to devour everything in his path. And men like me, which I believe there are millions, will support him all the way. I believe that is a scenario that is very close to happening in America. I am of the belief, and I don't care how it sounds, and you don't like it, turn it off, go somewhere else. You want to listen to unicorns and rainbows, go listen to Mark Levin or Ben Shapiro, or turn on Fox News. I don't care. There is no legislating our way out of this. There is no suing our way out of this. There's no voting our way out of this. There's no meeting these savages, these demons halfway. I believe the only thing that's going to happen is if there is a revolution in tearing all of the systems down to the ground. Do I want that? I don't want that. Do I believe it is necessary? Yes. Do I believe our founding fathers knew that this day would come? Yes, that's why they talked about it openly. It's going to happen. Do you think talk like this, like Andy Frisella and guys that I'm going to show you, just random dudes, right? Like, I don't even know who some of these guys are. That's the greatness of X and social media, is everyone is having a very profound impact on the narrative because Americans are articulate and they're going to tell you what's pissing them off. and they're going to articulate maybe a different way that I do, or maybe a different way Andy Frisella does. But there is an understanding amongst alpha males, American men, that it's coming to the point where it's going to be us versus them. We all know it. We feel it. It makes us uneasy. It makes us uneasy because we know the life that we're living now is gone. And we're anxious because what's the other side of this? What does our life look like? What does anything look like? If you think that we're immune from this, from an empire falling, maybe the better way of putting this is, do you think that we continue to succeed as a nation run by demon pedophiles? Do you honestly believe that our nation can survive the continuation of the most vile, the most sexually perverse, and the most evil people, the most powerful people in our nation being that way, consumed with evil? Do you think that this is going to end well? Do you think that we're all going to sit here as a human being, as a nation in stage 4 cancer, and continue to ignore the cancer that has ravaged our body, and we're just going to die? Maybe I'm just totally wrong. Maybe that this cancer will devour America and kill it. I'm already seeing it from a demographic perspective. There's no coming back from this unless we eradicate them out of our country, like forcibly remove all of the 105 million, 110 million legal and illegal foreign nationals in our country. Remove them. And I don't see that. I honestly just don't see that. We are a stage 4 cancer as a nation. I don't care what you think. I really don't. I don't care if you think that's blackpilling. This is just the effing truth, man. You can continue to go to the doctor, and he's going to talk to you, and you're going to ignore him. You're not going to do any chemotherapy. You're not going to do any herbs. You're not going to do any kind of holistic. You're not even going to do anything. You're just going to keep acting as if the cancer doesn't exist and go home, and everything's going to be okay. You're 75 pounds. You can barely walk. Your eyes hurt just to look at any kind of light. Your whole body aches, and you're telling everybody you're okay. That's America. We're ravaged with evil, pedophilia, child sacrifice, corruption. And we're all sitting here going, America is the shiny city on the hill. We're the greatest nation in the world. And everyone's like, I don't feel like I'm the greatest nation in the world. I feel like I've lost my nation. Shut up. Act like we're the greatest nation. Don't worry about all those 3 million emails depicting all the major players in our nation involved in pedophilia, child sacrifice, torture. Don't worry about that. Ignore the fact that Israel is absolutely involved in blackmailing our politicians. Continue to say they're the greatest nation, our greatest ally, and don't worry about they hate Jesus and mock us. They're our best friends. Dear God, my best friends hate my God. That's who I'm breaking bread with. What? Yeah, they're blackmailing everything, and your lives are screwed up because Mossad and our own government got together with CIA in Israel, and they're blackmailing all of our politicians because their politicians like to rape young girls. What? Yeah, but you have to shut up. You can't say anything. Okay, that pressure cooker is about to explode. Here's another man. Here's a man that says it like I say it, but differently. This is the great thing about X, because it begins to show that America, we're all together in this. And the majority of us, we've freaking had it. We've had it.
I just watched an interview Trump did about this whole Epstein thing, and he said, I quote, "I think it's time for the country to move on to something else." No, bro. No. We brought you in to clean house. We brought you in to bring the noose back. We brought you in to clean the swamp, enter whatever fucking funny saying you want to say. We brought you in to handle shit. No, we're not moving on. We've moved on from fucking everything else. We're not moving on from this shit. Because it's black and fucking white at this point in time. That some people need to fucking hang. So one of two things is going to happen. You're either complicit with everybody and you wanted to move on because you got some big fucking problems ahead of you, or you're going to do the job that we brought you in to do, which is hang some people. You and Dana can do it in the front yard of the White House before or after the UFC event. We don't much give a fuck. However, if you don't start putting some people in nooses soon, and I mean like soon, shit's going to pop off in this country, cuz. Shit is going to pop off in this country because there are a lot of people like me that just don't give a fuck anymore. You're taxing us to death. Fucking, we're done. You understand that? There's a lot of people like me that love life. We love living. We love being alive. We love our children. We love our family. But at the end of the day, the route that we're going, we're already slaves. You think we want to let our kids be even more indentured servants to you motherfuckers in D.C.? And you can call me crazy. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. But I know goddamn well that there are millions upon millions upon millions that think exactly what I'm saying right now. They have no fucking problem going out in a blaze of glory to ensure the next generation isn't fucked the same way that we're fucked by some of you scumbags. I brought you in, Trump, to do a fucking job. You better fucking start doing it.
Who do you think's going to win that? Who do you think's going to win that war? Me, Andy Frisella, and this guy, shoulder to shoulder. You think you're going to win that bar fight? You think you're going to win that war on the battlefield? You honestly believe that? The streets of Minnesota, the streets of LA, you think you're going to win that war? Waving your stupid fucking foreign flags in my country, telling me it's my country is stolen. I'm going to cave your skull in. So is this man. And then we're going to throw out every one of you rotten, vile politicians. And I mean all of you. Republican, Democrat. This is no longer Republican, Democrat. They're a uniparty of evil demons. What's changed? Can you tell me what's changed? Do you feel more safe now? You feel like the economy is growing? Really? You really do? I don't care what the spin is. You brought in 600,000 Chinese nationals to go to school. My son's going to college in 4 years. Why in the hell is my son going to have to battle foreigners to get a spot in college? Why am I paying taxes when you just print money? Why am I giving you tax money so you can spend billions of dollars in Ukraine and Israel and trillions across the globe? Can explain that to me. Say it slowly so an idiot like me can understand how you're stealing all of our money. Have you had it, America? Have you had it that foreign nationals that literally just got off the boat are now in the Congress? Are you had it that we have our first transgender mental patient that is in the House of Congress? Some dude that grew long hair and put fake breast implants in their body. That's who we're allowing to craft our bills and our laws. God bless America. America, you're a bunch of morons. Men like me are going to go to war and we're going to win. In spite of you. We're not doing it for you. Make that very clear. All you fence sitters, all of you, I think we should get along. Maybe we should meet them halfway. We're not doing it for you. We're not doing anything for you. In fact, if you step on the battlefield, you'll be crushed by us. It's coming. Like that gentleman said, you may call me crazy. You may think I'm off my rocker. How can we all be wrong and you're right? That man said something that I believe strongly. And I believe if you said to me, I need you to pick out something that is all you men, all you American men, all you alpha males. You're angry, you're resentful, you say you're going to war. What you share a lot of commonalities. What is the biggest commonality that is driving you men? And I would tell you it's this. The vast majority of us men that feel this way and that are going to go to war are fathers and husbands. And the driving commonality is the fact that we want to go to war so our children don't go to war. We don't want to go to war. We don't want to fight our neighbors. We don't want to fight our government, but we will, because we know that 6 months, 6 years, 8 years, a decade, 2 decades from now, this pressure cooker is going to explode. And we don't want our children having to fight this. We want our children to get a country that is stabilized. And it's unstable now. We all can feel it. We all can feel it. And you may call that man crazy all you want. You may call me crazy, as many people did when I wrote my first 2 books. And then all of a sudden, everything I wrote about was actually true, discovered to be, researched to be true. Mainstream media had to acknowledge it. Do you think that I like this position that I'm in? Let me give you an example. I testify in front of Congress. Before I testify in front of Congress, Fox News is basically begging me to come on, begging me. Once the testimony's over, please come on our show. I have it all. I have the producers calling me. I'm like, hey, tomorrow morning I can do it, but I'm on a plane. I'm out of here. Okay, we don't care. We're going to reflame. Then I get up and I just speak the truth, just right down the line. Joe Biden's a traitor. Mayorkas is a traitor. The United States government is the world's largest child sex trafficking organization in modern history. Bam. And know what I get? The moment I come out of it, I have a voicemail from Fox News going, we've gone another direction. Now, I know what you did. You don't want to hear from a man telling you exactly what's happening. You would rather have someone just kind of soft pedal child sex trafficking. However you can make that soft, I don't know. I don't care about being on Fox News. My point is, we're in this war by ourselves. This is truly an American revolution that's going to start. It should have started a long time ago. But we sat silent. We sat silent when the world kept crapping all over us. We were silent when they told us gays can get married. Then we remained silent when they said gays can adopt children. Then we were silent when they said, well, actually, men can be girls. Men can menstruate. Men can have babies. Those men, those mental patient men with fake breasts can teach your children in schools, be your school counselors. The women that chopped their breast off and plastic surgery created some monstrosity called some penis, they call it. That they're like, okay, I'm a man. They're teaching our children. They're having one-on-one time with our children. The pastors are gay now. And we all remain silent. They destroyed the demographics of the United States of America. Now the whites are now going to be a minority within a decade. And we all just sat here quietly and just took it on the chin because we were gutless Americans. Now we're all waking up to the horror that we've allowed to have happen. We've allowed true mental patients to take over our country. They are now running us into the ground. We are in stage 4 cancer. And we have a doctor is begging us to take some medicine. Are we going to do it? Are we going to go get surgery and eradicate ourselves? I don't know. But I do know that this is not going to end well. Either way, we're either going to, as a nation, fall into the abyss, so far in the abyss that we're going to die, or we're going to claw our way out and we're going to fight demons, and it's going to be brutal. And we're here because we are soft. We became soft as a nation. Absolute soft. As this man.
Because we haven't had this strife, we haven't had these adverse tasks that we've had to accomplish or overcome. And I watched The Patriot, Mel Gibson movie the other day, and it's so as I get older, I actually see the inspiration in the movie rather than just thinking it's a cool movie as a kid. Right now, as an adult, I'm like, wow, I actually see that Mel Gibson is centering this around Christ, around the American Revolution, around these principles, these values, I don't want to have to go to war, but if you push me to the point where where my family, you're literally seizing my land, burning my house, and killing my family. Guess what? I'm coming after you. It's done. The gloves are off. Good night. And it's like, we've never had to deal with something like that. We've never had to deal with anything like that. So we're so comfy and cozy in this little comfortable shell that we've built in America, that people are soft. People just want.
People are soft. They are soft. And we're soft because we allow this to happen, because we have no generational battle. Well, that battle's here. I work out every day. And I know guys that are about my age, they work out every single day, and they hustle and hustle and hustle because they know one day close, one day soon's coming, and I'm going to be physically fit. I'm going to be able to go into the battlefield. I'm going to cave in skulls, and I'm going to be as violent as I need to be to protect my family. Just like that gentleman said, I'm not going to be one of you soft, pasty ass Americans that are 50, 60, 80, 100 pounds overweight because you keep pouring garbage into your pie hole. You won't work out. You wear a ponytail. You have man buns. You sit there and you think we are the police, the law enforcement apparatus. We're going to protect you. The alpha males. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. We're not going to protect you. We're going to do nothing for you. That's just the truth. We're going to take care of our own. We're going to find like-minded people that are built like us physically and mentally and spiritually, and we're going to be brothers in arms. And we're not going to care. You're going to be banging on our door, begging us for help, and we're going to turn you away. Not because we're heartless, because this is how we're going to care for our families. And we told you. We preached to you. We begged you. We created podcasts and talked about it, and you ignored us. Not only did you ignore us, you called us vile names. You made fun of us. You mocked us. You mocked our faith. You mocked when we're getting ready and oh, you have a lot of ammunition. Oh, you have guns. Oh, you have food. Oh, you have this. You all have that. Well, you guys are crazy. Everything's going to be just fine. Okay. But when it's not just fine, I'm not going to be there to help you. May God save my soul, but I'm not going to help you at all. Not going to do it. I'm going to pour myself into my family as I always do, and I'm going to pour myself into the neighbors that think like me. And we're going to build a world where we're safe from you demons. Take your power back. One of my friends that I have is Kim Yater, and she has a show called Take Your Power Back. And she got me in touch with this company, patriotsmade.com. And she said, this is how you take your power back, JG. This is one of the ways. She says, so you go to Walmart, you go to Costco, you go, yeah, I do. Okay, well, Walmart, their heir is getting dividends from you, and they're giving it to No King's Right. Costco is hiring and putting white men at the very bottom of the list. The companies that are going and selling in those box stores hate you and have funded Black Lives Matter and defund the police. That was like a reality check to me. Like, oh. And I said, well, where do I go? Well, you go to this place. Over 400 products. They're safe. They're clean. They're green. They're made in America by Americans. And I don't have to go to the box stores and then go here and buy everything. No, I just go here and I buy everything. And it's less expensive and it's better quality. patriotsmade.com. Just go on the website. That's what I say about all my sponsors. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to trust me. Just go on the website. Check it out. Look at the testimonials. Read the 400 for Pet Club. Look at the 400 peer review articles. Go to SAT123. Ask yourself if you need sat phone in today's crazy world or a generator. Same thing I'm going to ask you with Patriots Made. Don't believe me? Just go there. patriotsmade.com/JJ. I'm going to show you. I like to do this. I like to say, let's not do, you don't have to You don't have to be a big, strong man like, say, Andy Frisella or that gentleman I showed you. You can be a guy that I would say, and this is someone that I really like. If you ask me, someone I respect, like really, really respect intellectually about immigration, it's this man, Stephen Miller. I don't think Stephen Miller is going to be an opposing figure where you fear for your life physically. It's not about the physicality. It's about the fight in the man that wants to fight for our nation. And this is how we have to speak to the demons. We have to mock them. We have to be condescending to them. And we have to put them in their place. There's no intellectual dialogue that's going to change the way they think. We need to stop this desire to be civil to these people. They are vile demons. They want to mutilate children. They want to kill babies in the womb all the way up to the 9th month. They want open borders. They want the demographic shift. Listen to what these men say and women say. They want to destroy the demographics of the United States of America and flood our nation with retarded third worlders. Join the fight and just as speak like Stephen Miller. Speak unapologetically. Stick it right in their face because we're in a war. When you're in a war, do you sit there and try to be polite? No. This is how we speak.
Oh, what a dumb question. But look, when you have these kinds of lazy assumptions built into questions, it makes it hard to have a constructive dialogue.
What is a lazy assumption?
Why should America protect the world, send foreign aid to the world, defend the world, provide for the world, and in exchange, get ripped off by every other country in the world? Jesse, you and I have never received in our lives as much positive press as this MS-13 gang member has received. We couldn't get headlines like that if our lives depended on it. Deport, deport, deport. It is true that many of the people in this room for 4 years failed to cover the fact that Joe Biden was mentally incompetent. President Trump has already saved thousands of lives just by the people he's kept out of the country. But there's no universe in which this nation is going to allow the previous president to flood our nation with millions and millions of illegal aliens who just get to stay here.
That's how you have to talk. That's how we have to discuss things. Damn it, get in the ball game, guys. You have to speak like this. You have to speak like Andy Frisella. You have to speak like the gentleman I played right after him. You have to speak that way. Can you be civil to your countrymen? Absolutely. But the moment you realize they are on the other side, all the civility must stop. This is not a black-white thing. This is not a Hispanic-Asian thing. This is an American thing. This is American man thing. This is what's going to galvanize us as a nation. It's going to make us come together. And when we all do come together, once we all come together as black, whites, Hispanic, Asians, whatever, and we realize we're Americans and these evil people are trying to destroy our country, they're parasites and we're the host, that our children are what they feed off of. Epstein Files is just proven what we've all said for a long time, which I did a documentary on called Traffic, why I wrote a book called Treason and Invaded. Documented the child sex trafficking, the sacrifice, the torture, all of that. All of our elites in Hollywood, in media, in education, in science and arts, in politics, in churches and religion. The commodity is children. The commodity is sexual perversion of children, raping children. It is torturing them to get the adrenochrome because that's what gives them their lifeblood to stay young. Then ultimately to sacrifice. They have to sacrifice children to their God, just like in the Old Testament. This has been going on forever. However, we just become normalized. We became soft. We believed everything our vile leaders told us. We believed what the vile people in Hollywood gave us on our TVs and our streaming services. We've allowed that. We've allowed the NFL to turn into basically a homosexual propaganda machine with Bad Bunny and all kinds of gay stuff because they're having the Super Bowl in San Francisco. When are we going to say we've had enough? Honestly. Well, I know this man that I'm going to show you right now has had enough. And this is America. This stop looking at this man as an individual and realize that there are tens of millions of us like him. We are not an anomaly. We're not a little asterisk. We are a significant percentage of our country that is demanding that these pedophiles, we're demanding the corruption, we're demanding all of it stop. And if it doesn't, then we are going to take it into our own hands. And when that happens, you're going to beg for the old days.
I don't give a fuck about Democrats being on the list. They're abusing children. I don't give a fuck about Republicans being on the list. They're abusing children. I don't give a fuck if they're left wing, right wing, liberal, conservative, black, white, Hispanic, straight, gay, trans, what the fuck ever. They're abusing children. Who the fuck cares about your politics when you're abusing children? If someone was abusing your child, would you give a fuck what their politics was? If so, you a dumb motherfucker. Because I wouldn't give a fuck. They're abusing children. And you know what? Just release all the files. Release the files, release the photos, put everything out. Because all we going to do is sit here and argue. We're Democrats. We're Republicans. Who the fuck cares? They're abusing children, you dumb motherfuckers.
What did he say that's wrong? You don't like the curse words? Curse words are upsetting to you? Makes you feel uneasy? Hearing the F word and the motherfucker from a black man? I bet you if you sat down, I sat down with that black man, which I have done many, many times, and I would bet you out of 10 items, 8, 9, 100% online, the one or two things that we disagree on, that we're not going to want to kill each other. We're going to just agree to disagree and respect each other. I see where you can come from on that. I don't agree, but I understand where you come from, and they feel the same way to me. There's a revolution coming. You cannot, as a nation, continue down this road where the elites, and I mean elites on every top of every segment of our society, are not dabbling, but they are immersed in pedophilia. And like that man just said, it's okay, right? It's okay for you as long as it's not your child. There was women that were being raped on Epstein's Island as young as 10, some younger, but documented, just one I'm talking about, from 10 years old on. Nobody's gone to jail. Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail for trafficking children to Ghost. Massive politicians, famous politicians, famous singers, actresses, media types, bankers, lawyers, doctors, they were on Epstein's plane going to Epstein's Island after, not before, after he was convicted and served his time as a child rapist, as he was touching underage girls. That's rape. That's sexual assault. You don't get to touch. You don't get happy endings from a 15-year-old girl, and you think that is inappropriate touching. If you have a daughter that's 15 and she jerks off a billionaire because she was forced to give him a massage and then jerk him off at the end, I know I'm being crude. I don't care. You want to be comfortable and you don't like these, trying to go somewhere else. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. Stop with this. I'm uncomfortable. It's time to be uncomfortable. It's time to throw yourself into this and go, dear God, how did I allow this to happen? I cannot be a part of this. I have to be part of the solution. If you have a 15-year-old daughter, are you okay with her jerking off a billionaire? And that billionaire getting caught doing it, and he just served no time, or he just some quasi halfway house, and then he goes back to his billionaire life with all his billionaire friends, and they're all yucking it up and raping other 15-year-old girls. You're okay with that, America? Are you okay with that, America? I think a lot of you are okay with it. I think you are a terminally ill cancer patient and you refuse to know you're dying. You're wasted away, your skin and bones. You can't even get out of bed, and you're still convincing yourself that life is just, it's great. It's just great. There's another segment of society that is eager to get the war started. You know, when you're sick, like you have the flu and you're vomiting, and you know, like you're laying in bed and you're like, damn it, man, I'm gonna have to throw up. And you sit there and you try to delay it, right? Because it's so violent and it's so gut-wrenching and it's so painful and uncomfortable and gross and sick that you sit there and your stomach is just aching, and you know you have to go throw up. You know you have to vomit. And you sit there and you just try to convince yourself. I know you've all been there. I've been there many times. And then you just like relent, and you're like, here it comes. There's no stopping it. And you run to the bathroom. That is where I feel America is. My side, my group of people. We know that we have to vomit. We know we have to go to war. So let's just go do it. It's going to happen. It's going to be painful. It's going to be ugly and gross and violent. Let's just go do it. Can we just get it over with? I think that's the feeling in America right now, on my side. And when I say my side, I know there's multiple sides to this. There's multiple groups. Who's going to come out on top? Maybe that's the only question that needs to be answered. Who's going to come out on top? I don't know. Is there enough of us to kill everyone else? And let's not play games here. Americans are so soft. We have no idea about history. Talk about Hitler killing people, the 6 million Jews, that is absolutely questionable at best. What about the 30 million Christians that were killed in Russia? 30 million. Or China killing tens of millions of their own people. Do you think that we're immune from this? Do you think that we're immune from humanity? We're so lost in social media, so lost in Hollywood, so lost in the busyness of our lives. We actually think we're better than all the other civilizations in mankind in history. We're doing the same damn thing that destroyed Greece, the same damn thing that destroyed the Roman Empire. And we all sit here because, number one, we're stupid. We have no idea about the Greek or Roman Empire. And we're just sitting here going, well, everything's going to be the same. It'll always be like this. It will always be like this. Okay. Okay. But I do know this. I do know that this revolution will not consist. Let me change that verbiage. It will be the centerpiece of this revolution will be God. And I know you think, well, how's God going to play a part in the revolution? Well, this is a spiritual war. Make no mistake of it. This is the demons of Satan, his army. Think of all the purple, blue-haired people with all the piercings, and the men wearing the dresses, and the transgender, and the women clapping like seals that they get a new law to kill their babies as they come out of their vaginal canal. All of those people. You think this is not, there's no religion? You think there's no spirituality in this? You actually think this is a secular war? We're not fighting over secular things. We're fighting over demonic, spiritual realm. if you're going to be in this fight, in this war, you better get right with God. I'm not completely right with God. I don't know if you can really be right with God. He's got to kind of be right with you. But I do believe in what I believe in. And I believe there's a God, and I believe his son was Jesus Christ that he sent down, and there's the Holy Spirit. And I believe that God, the God that eradicated entire communities, entire civilizations, because he had it with their sexual perversion, their demon activity. Are you telling me that we are somehow less evil than Sodom and Gomorrah? You're going to have that argument with me? Of Noah's time? We're less demonic than Noah's time? This is a spiritual war, and God will be at the center of this revolution. I'm not saying we're going to do godly things, because I know that history shows that men that go into war are not going to do godly things. And we are all going to participate in a type of violence, degradation, that is going to be shocking even to us. And it'll be shocking to us because our anger will not be able to be controlled. Our resentment will not be able to be contained. And the vile demons that brought us to this level, the vile politicians, the homosexual, the sexual perverse elites that are raping and killing children, all of that demonic crap is going to come out, and we are going to punish them. Or they're going to devour us because we're so weak and incompetent. I don't know which one's going to be which.
Men, this is for you. I am challenging you. If you're a man and you're not currently volunteering or engaged with a local church, it's time to jump in. We cannot win the next generation of young men against the radical left. We can't raise them up to be rooted in the word, to be capable of the highest level of self-defense mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and to be filled with the Holy Spirit's self-control, unless we are currently engaging in the spiritual warfare and involved in our local church and serving. And the future belongs to strong young men.
That's the truth. It's going, the strong young men, my son, his age group, his generation. I don't want them fighting it, but I know that it's going to come to them. They're going to be tasked with our sickness, our inability to do what's needed right now. We're going to pass this on to the next generation. That will be one of our greatest sins about what we've done. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to try to get this one video because I want to show you this. I don't know if I have it. There it is. These are the men. This is America. Okay? I'm not going to I don't believe that America has to be the men that are going to be in this revolution are not going to be all the most physically fit. But they're going to be ready. I think the majority of us will be physically fit and ready to go to war. But there are men out there that are just good men, and they've had it. And they want our country back. And I'm going to show you two men. I'll let this just play out and you just watch it. It's self-explanatory. But this is America. This is the America that we have lost. This is the America that we want back. I want it back. I want it all back.
I can't. Nah, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. You were. I can't. Nah, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. You were busy. And because I didn't get a chance to see.
Let me start over. I'm sorry. There we go.
Hi. Please wait. It may take me a moment to answer.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Are you the guy that helped me shovel out my car earlier?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. I just wanted to come by and let you know that I appreciated it, and because I didn't get a chance to stop.
Oh, no, man. It's my pleasure, buddy. Anything I can do to help, man. I really appreciate you coming back up.
Yeah, are you real busy right now?
No, sir.
Can you come? Can you come to your door?
Yes, sir. I'll be right up.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can't now. I insist.
No.
I insist. You were busy. You stopped what you were doing and you came and helped me.
You would have done the same thing.
I would have.
I know you would have.
I would have.
So let's call it. No, we're not doing that, man.
You're a hell of a man.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Thank you so much.
No, we're
Thank
not
you so
doing
much.
that, dude.
Thank
I
you.
did that out of the kindness of my heart. I'm not looking for anything. I think you would have done the same thing for me, my
I most
brother.
certainly would have.
Absolutely. We'll call
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much. And you
Yes, sir.
sure?
Oh, 100%.
I hear you dogs. Can I buy you back dog
No.
food? Okay.
Kindness of my heart. I want to help people whenever I can, and if I'm physically able to do that, then I'll do that.
All right.
All
I
right, my
got
friend.
you. I'm Anthony.
Anthony,
Yes,
Shane.
sir. Shane.
Bless you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes,
Pleasure
sir.
to meet you. I came.
That's what we need. We need all of that in America. Do you think those two men are going to be okay with pedophiles? The one man that came to the door that helped the older man get out, I guess his car got stuck, as a granddaughter. You think he's going to be okay? Does he look like he's physically fit like the men that I've been showing? No. But you think he's going to sit on his porch in his house and not do anything when his granddaughter is raped and then killed? You think he's going to do nothing? You think that man that came back out to pay him walked out in the snow to come pay the guy that helped him? You think that man, if that man that he helped came to him, his name's Anthony, and the guy that he helped, Shane, you think if Anthony found out Shane's granddaughter was raped and killed, and Shane came to Anthony and said, I need your help to find this guy, you think that guy wouldn't help him? This is all going to come to a head. It's all going to come to a head. You harm my son and my wife, I'm going to sell everything I have. I will burn my life to the ground in order to get my hands on you and physically kill you with my bare hands. And then I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to pray to God that he raises you from the dead so I can kill you again. That's where we're at in America. That's not, do I think I'm the baddest guy? Nope. Do I think I'm the strongest? Nope. Fastest, smartest, most money, nope. But I do know what I am. And when it comes to my family, I'm a savage. And you're nothing. Men are starting to think like this by the millions. By the millions. We have gone through the gauntlet of feminization, homosexuality, transgender, all of that shit for a decade and a half. You lost. You didn't win the hearts and minds. You got a few 100,000 million little boys and girls that are confused. They're going to come out of that. They're going to hate you more than I hate you. I have my testicles. I can enjoy sex. I know who I am. These young women and men that you brutalized, they're sexually going to be destroyed or have been destroyed. They're never going to enjoy sex. They're never going to have a relationship. They're never going to be normal, and they're going to hate you for the rest of your life. The young kids that you raped and let go, they're never going to forget. They're going to become adults. This is all boiling up. All of it's going to end in pain and suffering. You know it and I know it. Now it just is a matter of when. When does all this shit explode? My prayer is it's soon, because this is what I want to end with, because I want to show you, because I believe this to be true. Not true sometimes. I say it's true all the time. Hard times create strong. I know everyone's seen this, but I don't care. This is powerful. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Where do you actually think we're on that? We're in the position where weak men created hard times, and now strong men are going to create great times.